It's in the game. It's in the game. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos under the lights on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here. Greg, you look at the marquee, and it's a lot of offensive stars here. I'm looking at the other side. Defenses better show up here if you want to walk out with a win.
Yeah, I think the burden, of course, lies on the players, particularly the players in the secondaries of both of these teams. They're going to have moments where they've got to win one-on-one, as you said, against some of the top offensive skill players in the league. But I also feel like there's a lot on the shoulders of this defensive coordinator. Can you change up coverages, change up looks, make it difficult pre- and post-snap? Not only on these wide receivers and skill players, but also on the guy with the ball in his hand, calling the shots, playing quarterback.
The veteran kicker, Dustin Hopkins, out to get things started. And off we go from Denver. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos led by the rookie, quarterback Bo Nix out of Oregon. The rookie, the last of the quarterbacks taken in the first round, number 12 overall. He's been around, he's 24 years old, but the rookie runs it for the Broncos.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Nix from the gun on third down. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 1 overall pick back in the 2015 draft, former Heisman winner as well, Jameis Winston.
We're talking about a true gunslinger in Jameis Winston, Mike, and every time Winston lets it loose, you're not always sure which team is going to end up with it, but I'll tell you, I love watching him. He's exciting. He's got great energy. His teammates love him. If he can just eliminate a little of the bad, there is so much good football when Jameis Winston's playing quarterback.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. A second down throw for Jameis. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And When you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on third down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
Winston to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
A run out of the gun. Here's Chubb. And he's pushing tacklers away as he takes it forward for a gain of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. We'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Winston. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Winston. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. Great job by this defense. Nowhere near the end zone as we get to 4th and goal.
Great coverage here defensively. Not only the ability to take away all the end zone targets from the quarterback and force him to check the ball down to the back on the swing, but then also the pursuit to the ball carrier to keep him short of the end zone.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. drive begins with a run by Williams. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On fourth down, the Broncos send out Riley Dixon to punt. Jalen Darden deep for Cleveland. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Winston. That's to the former Bronco. It's Jerry Jeudy. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. To throw is Winston. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Winston. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Browns with the advantage. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. They'll try again here, second and 10. Winston looking to throw. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku. Third and 5. Throwing, Jameis. Backs to the open man, it's Tillman. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
He finds Jeudy on that one. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 2nd down, Winston. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Cedric Tillman. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 10-0 lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Slot man in motion left. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
So many of these young rookie quarterbacks, they come into difficult situations. We see it year in and year out. They don't have a lot of veteran pieces around them. Maybe their weapons aren't great, but I don't think that's the case for Bo Nix.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. He'll get this to about midfield. That's Greg Newsome in to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Nix to throw. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll throw. It's Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's not going to get away. They track him down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing, Nix. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos are on the board. It's now 10-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Winston to throw. Open man, and that's Tillman. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, here's Winston. We'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Winston. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to have a 1st down here as they are into field goal range at the 27. now Winston. He'll look underneath here for Chubb. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. Dustin Hopkins on now for the field goal. This one from 41 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Pierre Strong on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Winston to throw on first down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Jameis. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
It almost seemed to me before the snap, Mike, that the quarterback was expecting man coverage, and then after the snap, the defense fell into zone, and it just completely mixed them up. You can see he's staring down his receiver, and frankly, I think he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
From the gun, Winston. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
So So on fourth down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. And back deep is Marvin Mims. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He connects with Mims. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's second and 2. Mims sent in motion here. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's second and 3 to go. Play action now. It's Nix. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. Throwing is Nix. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Denzel Ward.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Here's Jameis. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Moore going in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. Out of the gun, it's Winston. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, it's Jameis. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They run out of the gun, and it's Chubb. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Once again, it's Chubb. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line. Now, we have an injury, and it's Nick Chubb, who missed nearly the entire 2023 season. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Now a 3rd and 2. To throw is Winston. To the goal line and in. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Browns. Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Broncos 3.
Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That is going to be caught by the rookie wideout. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On 2nd down, it's Nix. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right, and I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
He'll try to run for it. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Got his man at the 6. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short gain.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. They send him right out of the slot. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Williams. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. The Browns offense and Jameis Winston getting set to go to work again. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing, Jameis. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air, but they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Winston looking to throw. That's to the open man. It's Tillman. 12 yards on that hookup. It's a Browns 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now Chubb. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Chubb. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. To throw, here's Winston. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Cleveland.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Chubb. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. And that defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Denver, good night, everybody.